Students, today we will study the female reproductive system. We know that female reproductive system, it produces the female sex hormones, that is estrogen and progesterone. It produces egg or ova. It supports and protects developing embryo, and it gives birth to the new baby. Now this female reproductive system, it is more complex as compared to that of the males. The reason is because the female reproductive system, it accepts the sperms from the male, it supports the movement of the sperm up to the egg, and fertilization, post fertilization, everything takes place inside the female reproductive system. So that is why it is more complex as compared to the male reproductive system. Main parts of the female reproductive system are, first part is the ovary, then after ovary the fallopian tubes, then uterus, then cervix, and then at last is the vagina. These are the 5 major organs which are present in the female reproductive system. This is the diagram of the female reproductive system. The first part, it is the ovary. These ovaries, they are connected, these are the 2 ovaries, they are connected with a tube like structure that is known as the fallopian tube. This fallopian tube is also known as the oviduct. Then these fallopian tubes, these 2 fallopian tubes, they open into another structure that is known as the uterus, which is also known as the womb. Then it opens into the cervix, and then finally cervix open into the vagina. So these are the 5 main organs which are present in the female reproductive system. One by one we will study about them. So students, the first part is the ovary. These ovaries, they produces eggs and the hormones. Hormones, we know that the female sex hormones, that is estrogen and the progesterone, they are produced by the ovaries. Also they produces egg. Ovaries are oval shaped glands which are located on the either side of the uterus. This is the uterus, so both the side of the uterus ovaries are located. Now more information about the ovary is that exact shape, if we want to know, that then ovaries are almond shaped. They are located in the lower part of the abdominal cavity near our kidney. These ovaries are the primary sex organ. Already we have discussed about it, that they are the primary sex organs which forms the female gamete, that is ovum, and also form the female sex hormones. Right students? Now the main function of ovary is formation of ovum. So the production of ovum or ova, it starts at the age of puberty. We all discussed yesterday. Now usually one ovum is produced every month. Next part is the fallopian tubes. These fallopian tubes, they are also known as the oviduct. Now from each ovary one tube comes out, so 2 fallopian tubes are there. These fallopian tubes, they are the tunnels for the egg cell to travel from the ovaries to the uterus. So the egg cell, it travels from the ovary to the uterus. So the tubes, they takes the ovum from the ovary to the uterus. And again, very important point about them is that these fallopian tubes or oviduct, they are the site of the fertilization, means the fusion of male and female gamete takes place in the humans in these fallopian tube. As we know that in the humans the internal fertilization is present, so it takes place inside the female reproductive system. And in which part? So that part is the fallopian tube or the oviduct. Now next part is the uterus. Uterus is also known as the womb. It is very hollow organ, that is the home for developing fetus. Means when the fetus develops, so what is the site of development of fetus? So it develops in the uterus. It is large, inverted, and its shape is pear shaped. It is muscular structure. If fertilization takes place, then the embryo, it get attached to the walls of the uterus and grows in the uterus until the birth. It means embryo का जो फर्दर डेवलपमेंट होता है वो डेवलपमेंट कहाँ होता है? सो दैट डेवलपमेंट टेक्स प्लेस इन द यूट्रस. राइट स्टूडेंट्स? नेक्स्ट part is the last part, that is the vagina. It is the canal that joins the cervix to the outside of the body. Here the cervix and this is the vagina. So this canal, it joins the cervix to the outside of the body. It is also known as the birth canal, as it allows the passage of the baby at the time of the child birth. Right students, so these are the organs which are present in the female reproductive system in the humans. Again you can see, this is the first part, ovary, second part is the fallopian tube, third part is the uterus, then cervix, and then the last part is the vagina. So these are the 5 parts which are present in the uterus. Now coming to another very important part, that we know that ovum, it is the female sex cells which is also known as the egg cells. Now these ovum, they are produced inside the ovary. Release of ovum from ovary is known as the ovulation. Ovulation का मतलब क्या होता है? Release of ovum from the ovary. These ovum, they get matured at the time of the puberty. Means as an organism, human beings, they attain the puberty, then the ovum are matured. Right students? Ovum are produced by the germinal epithelium of the ovary. This formation of ovum, it start in the fetus even before the birth. Birth से पहले ही fetus के अंदर female child में ovum का formation start हो जाता है. At the time of birth, 2 to 3 lakhs of immature eggs are there. But when these eggs get matured, so they get matured when they attain the puberty. At the time, these immature eggs, they start getting matured under the influence of the hormones which are produced from the pituitary gland. Which hormones? These are the sex hormones which are produced by the pituitary glands. Right students? So one matured ovum is released from either ovary at every 28 days, and this process of release of ovum is known as the ovulation. So the process of release of the ovum from the ovary is known as the ovulation. Now again, the very important cycle, that is sexual cycle, which is also known as the menstruation. What is menstruation? So the cycle of events which are taking place in the female reproductive system, that is in the ovary and the uterus under the control of sex hormones, in every 28 days, marked by bleeding or menstrual flow, is known as the menstrual cycle. It is also known as the sexual cycle in the human females. The onset of the menstrual cycle is known as the menarche, and the stoppage of menstrual flow is known as the menopause. Now how it takes place? So an egg, it is released from either of the ovaries, means 2 ovaries are there. So every month the egg is released, but out of these 2 ovaries, only from one ovary the egg is released after 28 days. The unfertilized egg, it is alive for only 24 hours after the ovulation. Means ovulation के बाद egg का जो लाइफ होता है वो 24 आवर्स होता है. यूट्रस प्रिपेयर इटसेल्फ टू रिसीव द फीटस. नाउ ड्यू फॉर दिस द endometrium of the uterus, endometrium is the inner wall of the uterus, it thicks. But if fertilization does not takes place, then no zygote form. Therefore this endometrium or the thick wall of the uterus, it breaks down and it results in the bleeding through the vagina. Process of bleeding through the vagina due to the breakage of the endometrium is termed as menstruation. This is known as the menstruation. This bleeding lasts for 2 to 6 days. Since menstruation occurs every 28 days, that is why it is also referred as the cycle. So we also call it as a menstrual cycle. Menstrual cycle in the women, it continues till 45 to 55 years of the age. Afterwards no formation of ovum takes place, so this is known as the menopause. This stage is known as the menopause. Next important part is the fertilization in the human beings. Fertilization means what? Fertilization means the fusion of male and female gametes, that is known as the fertilization. This fertilization is internal in case of the human beings, and this occur in the fallopian tubes or the oviducts. Now ovum come from the ovary to the fallopian tube, and we know this remain alive for 24 hours. Now sperm also enter through the vagina and reach the fallopian tube. Now the sperm, it must fertilize the egg within the about time, means within 24 hours the sperm need to fertilize the ovum. So sperm enters the egg, fusion of nucleus of sperm and ovum is termed as the fertilization. Now due to the fertilization, formation of the zygote takes place. So zygote is formed. This zygote undergo repeated mitotic divisions and it get implanted into the uterus. Now further development of zygote kahan hoga? It will takes place inside the uterus. It get implanted. Implanted means it get fixed in the walls of the uterus. As I already told you that for the preparation to implant the zygote, the walls of uterus become thick every month. If fertilization takes place, then the zygote get implanted. If no fertilization, then menstrual flow starts, that we have discussed right now. So this is now known as the embryo. And in the advanced stages, means more further developed embryo, is known as the fetus. Now uterus also prepare itself to receive this embryo. It thickens the wall and embryo descends into the uterus in 4-5 days from the day of fertilization, means it get fixed, it takes its position. Embryo in the uterus receive nutrients from the mother's body through the umbilical cord, which in turn is connected to the uterine wall of the mother through a special spongy disc-like tissue. That tissue is known as the placenta. Placenta is again very important. Placenta is the structure which is formed by specialized tissue of the fetus and uterine walls of the mother. Now nutrients from mother's body through the umbilical cord, which is connected to the uterine wall of the mother through placenta. Now what is placenta? So it is a structure formed by specialized tissue of the fetus and uterine wall of the mother. Nutrient they enter through this cord, and waste material which is present in the fetus body goes out through this. Umbilical cord has also arteries, veins, and exchange of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood also takes place. This is the structure, how the fetus is present inside the uterus. This is the placenta, you can see. This is the disc shaped structure. This is the umbilical cord. Through this cord, this fetus and the placenta, in between them the connection is this umbilical cord. So students, this umbilical cord, it develops in the 4th week, and which establish a connection between the fetal membrane, the membrane of this fetal membrane, and the uterine wall, right students, which is known as the placenta. In the placenta, the fetal blood comes very close to the maternal blood. Fetal blood, you know, the blood of fetus, and maternal blood means the blood of the mother. So here the exchange of material between the mother's blood and fetal blood takes place. This fetus get nutrients, water, oxygen, mineral, vitamins, etc. from the maternal blood, and also gives off the waste material like carbon dioxide, urea, etc. So in this way the placenta, it serves as a nutritive, respiratory and excretory organ of the fetus. Now students, this placenta, it is also having very thin walls, and it has large number of the blood vessels, which makes this exchange easier. Now the complete development of fetus from the initial stage of the conception till the birth of the young one is known as the gestation. It is also termed the pregnancy, and this gestation period in the human beings is about 280 days. So that's all about the female reproductive system and the different sexual cycles which are present in the females. Thank you everyone.